Hey guys, it's me, Horse Trump Forever, and I'm going to show you how I photo show my model horses. It can be really confusing when you start, so I'm just going to help you out with this. Alright, I show for something called MEPSA, which is Model Equine Photo Showers Association. The link is in the down bar, so just look for it. Yeah, and that website has everything, and this will show up. It will have this little logo, and then some horse pictures, and then this, yeah. So basically you're going to want to click on novice shows because they're for beginners and they aren't too competitive. Yeah. Also, click on this if you do not live in the United States, because I don't know how it works if you don't live in the United States, since the judges live there, so you would have to mail it overseas, which I don't think, I know it can be expensive, but to do that with what you're mailing out is just some photos, it's not going to be terribly expensive, so yeah. Alright, so when you click on novice, this should show up on the website. It costs $2 to enter. I don't really know how it works for people that live in Europe, so again, just click on that, and you should be able to find out. Yeah, and then, so a nice thing about the novice shows is that you get individual feedback on each photo, meaning that they tell you what you need to improve on each individual photo. So yeah, and you can only enter 15 photos per show because they can't really give you feedback on like 100 photos or anything like that, so it's sensible. Alright, and then, yeah, it costs $2 to enter. You could only show for the novice for 2 years, and then you have to move up to the open, which is where most people show. So yeah, so this is just perfect for beginners. Now when you go on the website, I only printed out the first page, sorry you guys, yeah. But so it'll be halter right here, and then below that will be performance. You want to enter halter because performance, you have to have special tack, because what performance is people riding horses and horses that have tack on doing a certain sport like that. Alright, but even the Schleich tack wouldn't be realistic enough to use, so you would really have to hire a tack artist, and it gets really complicated. So yeah, so you want to show for halter, and halter just means that the horse is just standing. It can be wearing a halter if you want, but it doesn't have to, so just like this or this, they're both halter pictures. Alright, you can enter one photo in 2 classes. So say you are using this photo, which is my example. It's Invicta, of course. You would enter him into stallion and other breed. You would enter him into one of gender and one of breed. So yeah. So he was entered in class number 1 and class number 10. Yeah. Now what you're going to do once you take your 15 photos, which is the maximum number of photos, basically you're just gonna write on back them. So you're gonna print them out from like a store. I think you can actually print them from your own computer. It doesn't have to be on like a photo quality picture. It could just be printed from a normal printer if you want. But yeah, I don't do that. I don't know why. Alright, and then so you're gonna put your class number at the top. Well, both classes, of course. Oh, and also use a felt tip pen from Sharpie or marker. Yeah, because they work really good. Like the thin Sharpie markers. I don't know what you call them. Alright, and then you're going to put the breed, the gender, the color, the height, as if how tall would the horse be if it was a real horse. So mine was 6 hands, and then the age of how old the horse looks, or the model, Alright, and you don't have to put in this order, but yeah, that's just what I do. Who makes it, like Schleich or Breyer. Lustiano Stallion is the mold, so you're going to put the mold there. And then put OF if the horse is not a custom. Put CM if the horse is a custom. Alright, and then you're going to put who it's photographed by. Yeah. And then down here you're going to put your address and your name above your address. So yeah. So once you got all your photos written out like that, what you're going to do is you're going to put them all in one of those plastic sandwich bag things. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, I think. Alright, and then you're going to take like a little sticky label or just tape on some paper to the front of the bag, and you're going to write your name and then your address below that. So, because it gets really confusing for the judge when they're judging all these photos and then they have to get them all back to the person and everything like that. So you're going to have your sandwich bag with your name and address on it, with the photos inside in case they get wet. They won't get wet because they're in the bag. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your check in the envelope too, that you're mailing out to the judge, which the judge's addresses and the date of the shows will be all down here on the website, by the way. Yeah, and then you're going to put in a return envelope. Now, a return envelope is so the judge could send the photos and the results back to you. And you pay for the shipping coming back, because you could ask for return shipping at the post office, and then you could get return shipping, and they weigh it out with your photos inside to see how much it'll cost, and yeah. So you're going to put the envelope inside the envelope with your pictures and with your check. With the money, yeah. Oh, and don't pay in cash, pay in checks, because the money could get stolen in the mail if you pay in cash. So yeah, just telling you. Then when you get your photos back, it will have the results. Alright, so it's gonna be like, you'll have like the breeds, like the classes you entered, like the breeds. Then I'll have the results. I'm kind of covering up mine. Okay, that was a little blurry there first, because they put your name on it. Yeah, so yeah. Alright, and then when you enter novice show, you get individual feedback on each individual photo. So for Las Vegas, they have the clarity, and she said, oh yeah, it's okay. And then, like, for the composition, face is slightly obscured against trees, and the face is not lacking detail. So they give you individual feedback on each photo, so you can find out how well you did and such, and what you need to improve on. So that's a really nice quality that they do for novice shows. And so, as I showed you, what you fill out on the back of the photo, you're also going to need to create like show names and everything for your horse. Yeah, for the ones that you show. Oh, and if you want to know how to take a quality photo for a show, it's the video's the link below. So yeah.